layer them evenly on the dehydrator sheets and trays, and put it on a low temperature, somewhere roughly between 110 and 120.
Okay.
That's a good range to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
And then what that will do over a period of time, what you'll notice is that the moisture is evaporated and it becomes
Wow.
dry
Okay.
goods.
Okay.
So you can do this with all different types of fruits and vegetables.
And that helps because, well, I know that I've heard a lot of people, mainly diabetes type 2, to say when they buy the dehydrated fruits from the store that they're still getting the sugar.
Oh yes,
So,
it's definitely a more concentrated
yes, okay.
form.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do have a tendency to have diabetic symptoms, then what I would say is experiment with low glycemic fruits. And you
Okay.
could just type that in on the internet.
Yes. All right.
Low
Low
glycemic
glycemic.
foods,
Okay.
and you can start there. Because
Okay.
essentially what you're doing is you're retraining your body to not be a food processor. Because what has happened is your body has been overtaxed
Yes.
and it's not functioning properly. It's not producing the right amount of enzymes
Yes.
and hormones
Mm-hmm.
to help with the process of digesting. So it's essentially become a food processing factory.
It's a holding station because it's not even, if something is out of whack, a lot of times our enzymes are not breaking our food down the way that it should. And if you have, if you know, if your liver isn't acting right or some of your other organs, then your body can't break it down. It can't get through the blood like it needs to, and it can't eliminate like it needs to. So a lot of us is become a holding station.
Yes.
And with that holding station,
There's
then
no
it's
room.
become a breeding station for bacteria and well, that's why we talked about detox tea earlier, okay? Because it becomes a breeding station for some other things, and you will see some things pass through you if it's been in there too long. You'll see it live. I don't want to get too descriptive, but you'll see it live passing through. Okay, but let's
Yeah,
go back to the food.
and also your body
Yeah.
odor will
Yes. Oh,
say a lot
yes.
too.
Your body odor. Yes, it will.
What you're holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make room for the newness, for the life. So you do want to
Yes.
definitely get yourself a nice detox program. So I'm glad that you are promoting
Yes.
detoxification, because that is sometimes we layer on
Mm-hmm.
what's already there. You have to completely haul out what you've been taught
Yes.
and what you've been eating. You have to start with a whole new foundation. And that's what detoxing does.
And on some of our previous shows, we talked about proper elimination. And, you know, proper is after every meal. And how many of us do that? But if you start changing your diet, then you'll become more regular. So, kicking out some of those processed foods, and let's try some of these homemade dehydrated fruits and vegetables
Yes.
and live food, keeping the live food in so that it can do what it needs to do, give your body what it needs to give it, and pass right on through with the roughage that your body didn't need. That's how your elimination is supposed to take place.
Yes.
That's
And if
not
that's too
happening
much,
in
you can
most
always come
cases.
down to everlasting life, because that's what we are here to do,
Yes.
to make it much more convenient, because we get it. We get it. Essentially, if you want to take charge of your health, most of us have to become chefs, our own personal
Really?
chefs.
Yes, okay. So
Because
that
you
means
need
I
to
have
know
to
what's
start
going in your
liking to
food.
cook again.
Have fun. I think that it's like being in the lab for me, and
Okay.
that's how I approach it every day. It's like something new. What you'll notice is that everything that I create or
Mhm.
manifest, because I'm just a channel,
Okay.
and everything that I
Yes.
manifest, every batch is different. It's uniquely its own.
All
So it
right.
might not taste exactly how it is, but it will be an experience
All right.
nonetheless.
And it's funny you said that because I shared a meditation earlier, and I was talking about purpose, and you said you're a channel. So, in that, I'll tell you, divine intervention.
Yes.
Just it all just comes together. Because what is our
Synchronicity.
purpose? We say on this show, our purpose is we're vessels, and we're just to channel this information to you. So, wow, you just confirmation and an affirmation. It's just So great. But yes, for everlasting, I know when I'm here on Mondays, I normally get my lunch and my dinner, and it lasts me almost all week. Almost all week. But because I throw salads in between. So if I get like my collards and you know, my steamed vegetables, or maybe even my mock chicken or something, but I'm throwing that salad, getting that roughage in there throughout the week as well, and then doing my broths because it's getting cold now. So I have been doing the soups, the little broths with yeah, just with the soups to have something hot, and my teas, and of course always the H2O, always the H2O.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the great equalizer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
you'll
it
find that
is.
most times you're not hungry, you're thirsty.
And you also find that if you're eating properly, you won't be as hungry.
And to speak on the seasons, right? They're changing. So a lot of
Yes.
people are like, well, how can I stay completely live and raw? And if that's what you want to do, I would say that the goal is really to strive for 75 to 80% of your plate to be live.
Repeat that.
The goal is to
Mm-hmm.
strive to have your plate be 75 to 80% live foods.
So when I'm portioning my plate, help me out here because I do food portions at the gym. So we'll always say, well, for me, I'm not even going to say that much meat because I'm cutting out the meat. But let's do that portion. Talk to me from a clock. And then our time is almost up too. But talk to me from a clock as I'm portioning my plate. 75 to 80%.
So if you have a clock, it would be from high noon all the way till, I say, between 9 and 10.
Okay.
That should be live food.
All right.
And the rest could be, you know, steamed vegetables or steamed, um, uh, or even baked, you know.
Okay.
Or I would really prefer you to boil your
Okay.
things. That's a much more organic process than baking it at high heats.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so everything else after that is pretty much fair game as far
Okay.
as like steamed and boiled
So that
things.
one little quarter in there.
Just that one little quarter. That's
Okay.
really all you
Y'all
need.
got that? Okay, Facebook family. All right. One little quarter of, what was the other option other than baked?
Boil.
Boiled. Okay.
Boil.
Because I try to do most of my vegetables steamed.
Steamed is wonderful. It's a wonderful process as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Look, you know you're going to have to come back because we didn't get to talk about any of the things that are going to be coming up. So what do you have new today? Do you have anything new over there today? So if anyone's listening and they want to drop on in, what's your newest creation? Because I know last week you were setting up some things and I didn't get a chance to really ask you about them. So if you would, please share.
Sure. So I have the great privilege of being able to have access to fruits and vegetables, and basically what we're doing is we're going with the theme of the season. Things are transitioning more into, you know, you want something to hold, something to stick. So we're doing a lot more snacks. So we have kale chips, which is basically a rendition of your go-to, you know, the pretzels and things of that nature.
Okay.
But it's very flavor filled.
Those get you over the hump.
Yes.
Okay.
And convenient, you know, you grab and go. Healthy snacking, you know,
Okay.
guilt free.
Yes, how about that?
Yes.
Be a guilt-free foodie.
Guilt free food. That's what we here to do.
Okay.
And then we also are doing our rendition of smoky coconut strips, or people like to call them coconut bacon.
Coconut strips. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yes.
That one's new. I love the chips, the kale chips. But okay, coconut strips.
Yes.
All right.
And then for the third and final thing that we have for the dehydration side, we also have pecan glaze. So essentially,
wow.
it's just pecans that have been soaked overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it releases those protein inhibitors that the
Channel
nut
blocker.
produces
Okay.
to, you know, ward off infections and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that, because
Uh-huh.
everything wants to survive in
Yes.
nature, you know. So what we do is we soak them overnight, and then the AM, I just make a glaze out of dried fruit and fresh fruit. I
Okay.
process it, smother it, add some spices, stick it in the dehydrator for about 12 to I would say 12 to 15 hours, and voila, it comes out like pecan candy.
Yeah, that. He process it. Then he, glaze and stick it in the oven.
Yeah.
Then you have a snack. A healthy snack.
Yeah. And it's still live.
Okay.
Because the dehydration process just evaporates the moisture.
Wow.
It doesn't kill, doesn't tamper with any of the vitamins and minerals that are already there. So.
All right. So you guys picked up some good tips today, I surely hope so. And some things that you can even do right at home. And not expensive. Not expensive. That's what we really want to reiterate, that eating healthy does not have to be so expensive, okay? So you can take your ordinary things, like he said, just buying live out on the outside aisles. Take your ordinary things, fruits and vegetables, and prepare them in different ways. And nothing he said or he mentioned was you going out buying a whole bunch of expensive ingredients to prepare it. Things you already have right at home. And then, except for the dehydrator, which is a good investment.
If you have an oven,
and
just put the oven at the lowest temperature, and you'll take it out sooner.
Okay.
So instead of having it in there for overnight process, you'll take it out sooner because the oven only can go but so low.
Yeah.
So that's another
All
tidbit.
right.
Actually, if you follow us on Your Life's Worth,
Okay.
on Instagram, we have a photo. We just we published a share on that.
Okay, repeat it.
Your Life's Worth.
And that's on?
That's Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Indeed.
Well, that's going to wrap us up for the
$1
day.
million smile, doesn't it? Man, I love that brother smile. Every time I see him, I want to eat raw. Every time I see him, you and him, I want to eat raw.
Oh, goodness. Well, you know,
I want his smile in your body.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Look, that's your but his voice is so calm too. His voice is so calm. It's like
beast.
you just do this and you just do that, and it's making it just sound so easy.
So all you do is just eat raw food.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, brother.
There you
Get some
go.
raw food.
Make it palatable.
Go on back there and give me some apples. Please, brother, I'll pay you for them.
I'm glad I can inspire that.
Yeah, so sign off telling us your name and what you do here and invite them on down.
Seriously, give me some apples. I'm joking.
I appreciate that. So I am Rael, the raw food chef here at Everlasting Life Vegan Restaurant Group. And I'm just here to manifest light where there's darkness. Just demystifying some of the misconceptions of eating more live food.
All righty.
Yes.
Well, if I may say, thank you, Brother Rael. Thank you
Appreciate
so
the time.
much.
Thank you,
And
bro.
we're going to channel
Yes, sir.
another day for
Rael,
him to
my man.
join us and share, because I know they'll have some more specials out by then,
Oh,
too.
yeah, most
So, but for those of you that have not been down, you guys know the address off the top. Come on down, because all I know is Everlasting Life, and I tell everybody Capitol Heights, right in the shopping
Kingdom
center
Square,
with
shopping center.
Hampton Mall. That's what I say, right?
214 Central Avenue.
There you go.
9185.
There you go. There you go. So for those of you that don't need the landmarks, Google it, put it right in that map, and come on down. They have a whole lot of other shows. What time's your show, Mr. Grimes?
7 o'clock p.m. in the house.
All right. All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thank you.
Until next time.
All righty. Out today.
Y'all got some apples back there.
He said some
You got some
apples.
apples back there.